Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is your personal reading. Thank you so much again for hitting me up for this reading. I'm excited to see what comes through for you. I'm seeing some really positive energy. I think you're right about something big coming through. And so what I did is I made you a custom spread. And we're going to see what your energy is currently in this area of your life. We're going to see what energy is leaving the situation, what energy is coming into the situation. Then we're going to see what you should be open to receive, what the next step is, and then also how to go to the next level. We're going to look into what your talents and gifts are that you should be implementing into your career, and then we're going to see what the overall advice is for you. So let's go ahead and get started. First of all, your current energy. It makes a lot of sense. This is something that's going on in the collective right now. A lot of us are needing to balance our emotions and our energies. It's just a time of year where a lot of us are feeling very introspective. We're being called to go to the next level, which is why I included the next level step in your spread. But overall, I'm seeing happiness for you. There's a lot of really fun energy coming through. I'm feeling the energy of like a family around you, like a family like that's a source of happiness and that's your wellspring of joy, and I'm seeing this community around you, and so overall beautiful energy. You have a nice support system, but I'm going to read this to you because I'm being prompted to do that. So let's go ahead and take a look at the guidebook for this one. And the guidebook flipped straight open to this, so I feel like this is such a message to you. It says, all of life is cyclical, the moon, the stars, and the very universe. Life inhales and then exhales again. So why should you be surprised or upset that you too have cycles? There are times when you feel energized, awake, and alive. There are other times when you feel isolated and shy. Your body too goes through pronounced cycles and changes. Celebrate these rhythms and embrace them as the essence of the lifeblood that courses through you. So, it does seem to be kind of an omen of like just honoring these cycles of change in your life, but there's good things coming in overall. So next we're going to see what energy is leaving your life, and a lot of cards actually came out, and so overall you had to make some type of decision in your life. And there was some type of divine intervention. So this divine intervention could have been like some type of catastrophe. Like I'm getting an image of like, and I feel like this is a metaphor, but it could be what literally happened, of like a car breaking down and like having to go to the shop and, you know, kind of being put out of, and like having to kind of figure things out and finances and like something kind of like that where you were kind of tested, and like you were fine, but like you were tested financially, but overall you were able to make it through and things worked out. It wasn't as bad as you thought. And I'm seeing this, so once again that's a metaphor, but it could have literally happened, I don't know. But I'm seeing this fairness card come through, and so it's saying this situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. It makes me think that whatever the situation was, ultimately you learned to have more faith. You've cultivated a lot more faith. And this might be why you're thinking, you know, there's something coming your way, because you're feeling like you're more in tune with the energy because you've been through these cycles and you're starting to understand these cycles in life and you're starting to recognize these patterns. And I am too. I'm starting to recognize these patterns in my own life and become a lot more intuitive. It's so interesting. I love following all these astrology pages and anyone who's into, you know, predicting or, you know, trying to forecast energies. And it's really fun how we can all tap into these things and how connected we all are. Next, we're going to go ahead and see what energy is leaving, or actually coming into your life. And ooh, look, they're saying expect a miracle. So I am kind of feeling like something's coming in. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. I feel like this has to do with finances, of course, and perhaps taking your career to the next level, which is why I included those questions. There's some type of insecurity though with moving forward. Like change seems to be something that is difficult for you. Because I feel like there have been some times in the past where you had change in your life that wasn't quite positive, And so anytime there's change now, whether it's negative or positive change in your life, it can be a bit triggering to those root traumas. And I understand that because I have that too. I can be kind of fearful of change, and it's something I'm really working on. But that's why it's so easy for me to pick up on that in other people, because as within, so without, like, we're all mirrors to each other. I'm going to be picking up on a lot of things I've been through. And you wonder how I probably became a psychic. Well, I've been through a lot, even though I'm, like, younger. In this life, I've been through so much, and so it's like, I can kind of pick up on this, and I'm actually seeing you've done a lot of healing work on yourself. Like, you're really just trying to live in the moment and balance, and you're seeking peace, and you're finding it, but there is this insecurity with moving forward, because it's going to mean changes, it's going to mean taking risks. Not that you aren't well equipped for it, because I see that you're very, very gifted, and that you will do, like, I'm just seeing a very bright future for you, is what I'm trying to say. So next we're going to go ahead and look at what you should be open to receive. So they're saying to be open to receive, first of all, if you're going to move forward in your career and take things to the next level, you're going to have to let your inner goddess out. They're saying, awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. And self-care is really coming up for you. And this can mean just like the little things, you know, like doing some lotion or exfoliating or doing a face mask or something. Or it could be, you know, changing your look and doing your hair different, or maybe going to a spa and or getting a massage, or hitting up your doctor if it's been a while since you've done that, or upgrading your healthcare. Like, it's just all sorts of things to make sure, eating healthy, detoxing, lots of water is coming up for you. Just different ways to honor and appreciate your body and yourself and your divinity is coming up, because you seem to have this gift with helping others, and it could literally be a gift you have with children, or it could just be like the inner child that you have a gift with, healing with people, counseling, like encouraging, coaching is coming up for you. And I'm seeing, perhaps maybe they're saying you could benefit by like working with a life coach or something like that to help you take your career to the next level, or perhaps that's the type of career that you're trying to offer. And so they're saying right now is a time for you to kind of decide, like, take really good care of yourself, put your focus into that, and also kind of rest, because I'm seeing like you have this energy where you really want to get out there and do something, and you can feel all of this energy coming in to support you with that, but like the energy hasn't quite settled. So like they're just saying, like, focus on what makes you happy and take things easy right now, take good care of yourself, and you're definitely bringing a manifestation through. Support for your business, like maybe some type of sign is on its way through to help point you into the right direction. Like for me, I had a lot of signs that helped me with this channel. Like, for instance, I posted a couple videos when I first started, and I met some of the people who originally commented on my videos were also other tarot readers, and I met them and we started trading readings, and it helped me get really good at this. It helped me exercise my third eye more, you know, and it helped me get much better and get more feedback and encouragement, and I basically got mentored, and that was something that the universe just brought into my life. And maybe something like that will happen for you, where like you'll receive a mentor, or maybe you'll just find some information online that's going to help you to your next step, or some type of sign comes through, like you're walking down the street and all of a sudden you see blue jays everywhere, and you look up blue jays online, and the meaning is like talking about like the business you want to start or something like that. But what I'm seeing is, like, instead of being restless, like, get up and go on walks and go get outside and like look for your signs, because they're out there. You know, 99% of the time the answer is nature. That's what I always tell people. I want to make a whole post on that, because this go outside card is coming up next for you. And usually when you're confused about what to do and how to move forward next, and like how to go to the next level, if you go outside, you're gonna clear your mind, and it's gonna help you get in touch with like your intuition, and like the answers are gonna come. This is one of my biggest tricks. Sometimes I get really confused about what I'm supposed to do next in my life, because it's a lot easier for me to read you guys' stuff, but when I try to read my own cards, or I try to like tap into my intuition for myself, sometimes I doubt myself, just like you doubt yourself. So going outside and going out into nature helps me like clear all those doubts and just kind of get back to the root of myself. And I always have all these epiphanies, and I don't know. I think it's not just me. It seems like everyone like gets to this, like, you get rooted out in nature, you get to your core truth, you know? So next we're going to go ahead and look at what your next step is when it comes to your career. So this is something I tell people a lot, is that your career and your relationships are very connected because they have one thing in common, and that is your sacral chakra. Your sacral chakra is located right above, or actually right below your belly button, kind of right here on your body. And it's the center for relationships and also your powerhouse of creativity. So your career has a lot to do with your creativity, and when you have this blockage in that area because you have like past life issues, like maybe there's someone in your life who like an ex or something that like still like upsets you, or just anything that's under your skin still from the past, we can carry that with us. And sometimes when we have those blockages in that area, it's hard for us to feel creative. It's hard for us to move forward. It's hard for us to feel like trying, because it can be a blow to our worthiness and self-esteem sometimes when we haven't been treated the best by others and we haven't taken the time to clear that yet, or just it hasn't come up for us to clear yet. And so I'm seeing that exercising your creativity is going to help you clear these blocks. Just doing something like just going to the art supply store and getting some art supplies and whatever calls to you, and just start messing around with them, you know? If you want to make necklaces, make necklaces. If you want to paint. If you want to mold stuff with clay, do it. And you don't have to worry about it being perfect or having to go at an art show or having to show the whole world. Or it's just about you and just expressing yourself, and let yourself go, you know? And if any thoughts come up, just let them flow and just try to be in the moment. And funny enough, this is actually going to help you heal your relationships, because that's the same energy center we're talking about. I'm seeing that you need to take back your life and realize that you are worthy and you are beautiful, and no matter what any of these people did, it doesn't matter anymore, because you have the right to move forward now and to take control of your life. And I see in love, you've been having to swim upstream for so long, and you just like have all these responsibilities. So like in love, it's just an area of your life that's just kind of hard to talk about, but it's coming through in this reading because they're saying that you're worthy and like you're beautiful, and like you don't have to be so hard on yourself. You can just allow yourself to really enjoy your life and allow yourself to receive affection, and it's safe for you to enjoy this moment is what's coming through for you. So next we're going to go ahead and look at how to go to the next level when it comes to your career, because that's what you're desiring here. And they're saying healing, you know, we just talked a little bit about it, but they're wanting you to continue with your healing, which for you, okay, healing is very personal for each person, but where I feel like you're at in the healing process is you just need to like take very good care of yourself and like see and feel that you're beautiful and that you're worthy, and get out into the world a little bit more, you know, like take yourself out for dates, like for coffee or you know, treating yourself, getting a new scarf or something, and like a new lipstick, and just expressing yourself. That's what's huge right now, is expressing yourself. Journaling, writing, art is just coming up. Making art, like you need to release some of these emotions, and it's actually going to help you manifest what you want in your career. You're wondering like, how does this have to do with my career? Well, it's like I said, it's all about that sacral chakra. It's going to help you manifest with your career. So this is actually the next step, is like being more creative, and I think that's also going to help you find more creative ideas when it comes to your business. too. It's gonna exercise that part of your brain so that you're a lot sharper with your business. Now we're gonna go ahead and look at your talents and gifts to implement into your business and into your career. So I'm actually gonna pull a spiritual gift card for you to see what spiritual gift is the most predominant in you. So this is interesting because a lot of times when people have this spiritual gift, they don't really think of themselves as that intuitive. You might feel like you're kind of a bit of an empath, but this is a gift that usually isn't recognized because it's so easily mistaken for other things. You have claircognizance. So what this is it's clear knowing. So you have the ability to know something without logic or facts. It's basically inner knowing. You have strong feelings, intuitive thoughts that just pop into your head, and leadership qualities. So you just know things. And my partner has this, and it's really interesting. He will just know certain things, and it's so cool to hear him just like channel information. And you might pick up information well. You might have been good in school or good at memorizing things. That could be part of it too, or not, but very interesting here. And I'm also seeing that you're an artist of some type, and I think that's why we're getting so many signs that you really need to like not get stuck in artist block and really continue letting your creative juices flow. And as an artist, I myself have a couple different things that I rotate between. Like, I consider this art, so I do this. I paint, I sing, I write, I dance. So maybe try different things that you can rotate between, because if you have like one thing that you're just getting a block in, you could just keep the energy flowing and just move on to like some other project and then come back to the other one. That way you don't just give up and, you know, get into like a slump, because those slumps can last a couple months sometimes. I know what that's like. And somehow like you've got some gift with speaking or like with healing others. That's coming up again, coaching or like something, whether it's just like a basketball coach or you're just teaching people. You could honestly teach people about anything. It could be that you're really into the spiritual stuff as well, and you're good at this kind of stuff too. But it doesn't have to be spiritual, you know. The universe doesn't care if you're like on a spiritual path or not. You could just be really good at teaching children or teaching people about health and fitness or something like that. It could be anything. So you definitely have a gift with that. But I'm seeing you're very intuitive. The otter is like a playful card. Like, you have a sense of humor, very intuitive, very grounded. I wonder if you're an earth sign. Very interesting. So, next we're going to go ahead and look at your overall advice, and we'll pull some cards from my other decks as well for this. So, yeah, you need to do some healing. That's what's coming up for you. And I always am like, man, how do I break this to people that like, you gotta do some healing? That's what I realized on my path, okay? So I was going on my path for so long, and all of a sudden, like, I just broke down. And that's what happens when you don't take time to, like, be there for yourself and comfort yourself and heal and, like, take downtime and rest, and it just accumulates. And I feel like in our society, it's just like, go, go, go. I can't really zone in on where it is you live. I don't really feel like you live in where I'm living at all. But I feel like where you're living, it's very much the same thing. Go, go, go. And you need to take a break and you need to rest, and it's okay to do that. And sometimes you just got to listen to your body too. Like, if you're feeling sluggish and you're feeling just kind of apathetic, then drink more water and try to watch what you're eating. Eating more greens and more plant-based foods always helps rejuvenate my energy, and usually helps pull me out of my artistic slumps. So I guess I'm just giving you some personal tips right now. But the information that's coming through for you is to just be patient. Like, you'll know when it's time to really dive into this next step for you, this next level with your career. They're wanting you to really take things one step at a time right now. And we're going to go ahead and see what my Green Witch Tarot has to say about overall advice for you in your career. Oh. So there's like something that's holding you back from moving forward. That's what's going on here. So I feel like when you see this, you'll know what it is. It's very personal to you. We kind of already discussed it with some of the stuff over here, remember? But we're going to focus on the solution here. We're going to see, like, what can you do so that this doesn't affect you on such a core level anymore? Because they're saying there's, like, some energy that needs to be released here. So, let's see. This deck always is, like, so sweet. Crying. That's what you need to do. They're saying it's okay to cry. It's okay to release these emotions. And I think that's what I was seeing here. Like, maybe you haven't just let a good old cry out about this situation. And so they're saying that maybe you've been avoiding your creativity because things come up. And this is what happens to me sometimes when I'm painting. Like, all of a sudden I'll just start crying. Like, things will come up and, like, I used to just, like, stop. And now I've learned that it's, like, important to, like, allow those emotions to flow. And usually you just, like, cry for, like, a minute or two and then you're fine. So, honestly, that's what you need to do here. There's a lot coming up for you about allowing your emotions to flow, not running away from, like, what it is you know you're supposed to be doing. Trusting in what wants to come forward. And I've learned so much about that on my path because, like, this whole tarot thing, this whole channel I started, I received so many messages about doing this. I had an intuition about it. I really enjoyed doing it for my friends and for myself, and I spent way too much time doing this. That's how you know it's what you're supposed to do. Like, what would you do if you had a bajillion dollars and absolutely zero responsibilities? And that's what you're supposed to do for your career. Some people say they would travel. I'm like, cool, find a way to travel for your job then. Some people say they would just lay home all day and, like, drink coconut water and do nothing. And I'm like, cool, find a way to do that, work smart. There's people who find a lifestyle where they only have to work a couple hours a week and then they get to do that. So it's like, it's really for you here. It's more about, like, what lifestyle do you want to build for yourself? And just what's going to make you happy and what you would spend your time doing all the time if you didn't, like, have to do anything. And that's why I love doing this. That's why I'm just cranking it out and just like just having fun, because I'm hanging around all the time with my cards anyways. I'd rather be helping you guys figure stuff out than, like, sitting there tapping into my stuff, trying to figure my stuff out, because I know it's not helping me. But, with that said, we're gonna go ahead and pull one more card for you from my personal deck. As just a final message to wrap this up for you, for your career. The trust card. This card is pretty epic. Seems like a big message for you in this reading. This card reads, "Trust in your journey and where it has taken you so far. Trust in your natural skills, abilities, talents, and interests, and the ability you have to use these for the highest good of yourself and others, and your ability to generate all the abundance you need with these natural gifts and skills. Trust in your future self to make the best decisions possible, to secure what it is you wish for, and trust that everything you are going through right now is preparing you for what you asked for. And trust that you are always safe and protected at all times." So trust is a huge message for you in all of this. I really think the main thing is that happiness wants to come in. You're wondering what's coming in. Well, it's already here. It's happiness. And you have the ability to tap into this at any moment. things are going to take a while to develop in your career. I mean, that's all I have to say. It's not going to be tomorrow that things are going to blow up. But what you're feeling is this opportunity you have to really just relax and go with the flow here, and just find your happiness and your joy in the process. Enjoy the process of your career and what it is you're doing. That's huge for you. And I'm feeling, you know, fears coming up about the future and about how this is all going to come together. And maybe that's why some of that didn't come out in this reading, because you're being asked to trust. You're being asked to continue forth here in faith. So I hope that this reading resonated with you. Thank you so much for hitting me up. And anyone else who's watching, I hope that this reading resonated with you as well. If so, definitely leave comments and validate for this person. And let me know if you want a personal reading. Check out the description below for information on that. Peace out.